Okay, let's create a watercolor flower using a lot of water and a little paint. I'm going to add liquid watercolor drops and dots to just a small little area. Now with a clean brush and just water, I'm going to slightly touch the little bit of that paint, just a little bit, not a lot, and I'm going to push the water out and kind of come back in a little bit to make a flower petal. Just do one first. And then watch how the paint flows into the water. And you're going to continue doing that. Rinse your brush out, get some clean water, and then do it again until you've gone all the way around. Now I can drop more paint into the water areas wherever I want to distribute a little bit more color. We're not painting, we're just dropping paint into water. We're doing this backwards. We're painting with water and we're adding a little color to the water. And I'm just going to repeat this until I have my flower done. And then once this dries, we can add more detail. You can grab your favorite art supplies like crayons or watercolor pencils, markers, gel pens, or even a Sharpie. And then you can add more details to your watercolor once it's dry.
I have one that is already dry that I can add more details to and add even another layer of watercolor. I really like how loose this flower turned out. It's a little imperfect, and I like that it's not neat. Let's give it a stem and some leaves. So when I add a neat stem and leaves, I think what I need to do is mess that up a little bit by adding water to my paintbrush and just going on top of my stem and leaves on the edges just a little bit so that the water flows just a little bit, just to make them a little messy so that it matches the top of my flower better. I'm going to use a little yellow to brighten up the centers of my flower. And I want to make the background just a wash of color with a slight cloud effect. All I have to do is wet the paper, and with water added to my watercolor paint, I can let it flow into the water and then create little circular motions and blend those colors together. Little circular motions so that I have texture and cloud-like shapes in my background. I'm making sure the colors that I'm choosing or that I'm using will blend together and create a new color. I'd rather not blend secondary colors like orange, purple, and green together, because if you do, you're gonna get a muddy brown. Now when this is dry, I could add details with crayons, pencils, pens, markers, even more paint. But I think for this flower, I'm just gonna leave it as it is. You can see some of the other videos we have recently done where we added doodles to the background or painted the background or even used markers on the background. But for this one, I'm just going to leave it as it is. God's creation is filled with amazing details and creativity. Have fun exploring those details and then capture them in your art.
We hope that you enjoyed this artwork and will play around with a lot of water and a little bit of paint.